What is happening, everybody? Welcome back! No Hair Metal Monday today. I know, I'm still working on that video. Tell you what, the video I'm working on is just so much work. And I'm just like, alright, I just want to wait until I get it done right, because it's about one of my favorite guitar players, so I don't want to phone it in. But instead, today what we're going to talk about is something that I mentioned in my live stream, and a lot of you guys were really interested in it. Kind of like a 1 year later recap of my PRS CE24. Now, I didn't realize it, but I got this guitar back in March, I think March or April of 2019, so I've had it, you know, a decent chunk of time now, over a year. If you are digging on the guitar, I have an affiliate link down below, and you can check that out if you're feeling like it. Hello, it's me from the future. I forgot to give credit to the little chords in the beginning intro. I heard Shane and Dr. Rick over on Shane's channel. They were playing them this morning, so I totally copped them, but I wanted to make sure I gave them credit because I heard them playing those. And I think it's a Dire Straits song, but I'm not sure. But I'll link Shane's channel down below, so make sure you check my buddy out. And, you know, with a lot of guitar players, sometimes we get a guitar, we love it, and then 4 or 5, 6 months down the road, you might fall out of love with it, and you sell it, and you get something else. And this is one that a lot of you, I'm looking at all of you, who said, like, dude, you're not a PRS guy, you'll get rid of that guitar in a month. You know, like, you'll have something else, you're a Strat, you're a Les Paul guy. I was like, I don't know, I really like it. Like, you can see the videos I did. I really liked this guitar when I first got it. And much to my surprise, is not only do I still have it, like some of you guys, you know, like I said, thought I would get rid of it, but I knew what kind of, I was like, no, I'm really like vibing with this guitar. But it's turned into one of my absolute main guitars. Like, one of, like, I have a, you know, a little stand of 3 guitars over here when I'm recording a lot of these songs with, because my favorite thing to do is I like to use a lot of different guitars on the intro tracks. The PRS is almost always in that 3 guitars that I keep by my desk when I'm working. It's because it has just turned into this, you know, utility knife guitar. It just kind of does everything. And I thought, you know what better thing to do than review a guitar now that you've had for a while. You know, you're out of that honeymoon phase. It's not new anymore to you. You've had it now for a little bit, and see how you're still feeling about it. And like I said, if anything, I like the guitar even more now than I did. And I want to say this is not a sponsored video. It's not associated with PRS. None of that stuff. This is just a video that I wanted to make on my own because I was thinking about it. I made a post on Instagram a little while ago, and I was like, you know what? I hadn't realized how much this had turned into one of my main guitars. Like, I use it, every song almost always has some PRS, you know, later in there, even if you don't see it in the video. Alright, so let's get into it. So what I'm using my Axe Effects, a couple different patches that I have made up here. This is just one I have for this really big, clean, kind of like pushed amp sound. I really like this a lot, especially with this split humbucker pickup on here. It's not a review, so I'm keeping all the reverb and delay and stuff on there. This is just, I just want to hang out and talk about it, you know, just like I would if I was talking with one of my buddies, you know. I'm not here to sell you anything. I just want to explain my experience with it because of how much I use it. So like I said, got this guitar a year ago. If you don't know the exact model, I get asked this a lot in the comments. This is a PRS CE24. So they have, you know, a lot of different lines. I don't really know all the different models that PRS have. Cheddar, if you're watching, he's the PRS guy, Cheddar and Chris. But this is a different one because it's a bolt-on neck. And like I said, I had tried a lot of PRS guitars, and I liked them all. Still love to have a 594 or Modern Eagle or something like that. But this one jumped out at me in a lineup. Like, I was like, oh, whoa, because it sounded like different but familiar. You know, I think it's the bolt-on neck and the maple neck with the rosewood fingerboard. It sounds real snappy. You know, like, and that jumped out at me right away. So that was really just such like a, whew, like I dug it right away. And I remember I went and I played some other PRS, and I was like, I want to try the CE again. Like, that, I remembered it. You know, I was just like, I knew that one had like connected with me because I was like, I remember the way that one sounds. I was like, I'm gonna try that one again, and then sure enough, I was like, yeah, that's the one. So, like I said, I got this one, again, you know, over a year ago, and I don't know the names of the pickups or any of that kind of stuff. All I know is I like the way the guitar sounds, and it's one I'm constantly reaching for. Like, for clean stuff, it seems funny that I reach for this over sometimes, you know, the Strat or something for cleans, and part of that is because this tremolo system is so smooth and good on it. It's like, it's seriously like one of the best tremolos. Oh my god, I literally, like, when I want a clean part, this is the guitar that I reach for. That's why you always see it in the videos, like, doing those clean backgrounds, especially when I add a little bit of chorus to it or something. It's just, oh. That's the sound, right there. Or, like, the middle. When it's split, I like to use the middle position a lot for cleans. Like, if I'm doing, like, a little more of a muted kind of clean section, if I'm just like... Yeah, I'm like, I go for it. And then the humbucker sound, like I said, this is one of the few guitars that I use the humbucker neck on it. You know, it's so bright and snap. I had to check, I was like, wait, do I still have it split? It's such a snappy sounding humbucker. I'm just like, it just sounds incredible. If I'm playing the right notes. I love it. And then, of course, the bridge has this huge, big... the bridge actually reminds me a lot, if I roll the tone down a little bit, it's very Eric Johnson-y, you know? Except, you know, I don't have Eric Johnson chops, so it sounds crappy when I'm doing it. But it has that kind of, like, remnants of that dark, but, like, brightness. Like it's like a bright tone just, like, wrapped up in this darkness. And it's so usable. Like I said, it sits really well in a mix. All this kind of stuff. I was like, you know, I have to do a recap of it from a year later, because like I said, so many people thought that it was like, oh no, this is just another guitar, he'll buy it, he'll sell it, and he'll be on to the next thing. And I'm like, you know what? No. This is not only like been a guitar that has just stayed, it's constantly used. Like you can see on the frets, like, that I have played this thing a ton. Like I said, it's one of the main guitars. It's always in the stable that I'm using on recordings and everything, and I'll tell you what it's done, is it's made me want not another one of these. Like, I don't really want a lot of, like, duplicate, you know, exactly the same guitars. But it's made me, you know, think, like, maybe down the road sometime, you know, maybe that 594 is something I should go after. Or maybe hunt down one of those old Modern Eagles, or, you know, something down the road, because I've just been so impressed. And it's still, you know what's funny is, I've never adjusted the truss rod. Other than one time I adjusted it because I didn't realize I had a string that got bent, and it wouldn't intonate right, and I finally figured out it was the string, not the guitar. So then I set the neck back to the way it was. But other than that, I've never adjusted anything on this guitar since I've gotten it. Now that I think about it, like, if you want specifics about anything about this guitar, I don't know. I don't know any specs, or I mean, it's the standard PRS scale length, that kind of stuff, but names of pickups, I don't have a clue. I just know that it is just inspiring. You know, like I said, I get it and I want to play. I get super, super inspired by it. I love its round tone. Like, another tone that I use a lot that you guys hear with other guitars, like, this is more like that Fender-y kind of push thing. This is like my heavy distorted, like the 80s tone that you guys hear a lot. And a lot of those 80s riff ideas that I've done were written on this guitar, because I just needed something with a whammy bar, but maybe the Floyd Roses were being funky that day or something. So a lot of them were written on this. Played riff from. I can't remember my own riffs. And like I said, there's just so many things that I really dug about this guitar that have been like a pleasant surprise. And like I kind of mentioned before, it was just one of those guitars that kind of snuck up on me that I didn't realize I was using it so much until it hit me one day. I'm like, I use this guitar in everything. So 1 year later, not only am I as impressed, I'm more impressed with the guitar, to the point where it's got me thinking like, okay, maybe I do want another PRS in here. Like I said, it plays so smooth, and it's just, like I said, it's probably my easiest playing guitar, or at least one of them, you know. Like if I have a lick that's like super difficult, I'm like, yeah, the Les Paul is not the one for this for this lick. Like I'm all the way up here playing something. I'll grab this guitar. I don't know, like I said, it's just, it's one of my favorite guitars to sit here and just kind of noodle around with, especially, like I said, on this tone, I really, really like it because it's so... I get carried away playing it. So there it is, 1 year later. Like I said, I don't know about specs. The guitar's held up fine. You know, it's got some dings and dents in it. That's from me being a knucklehead about guitars. But you know, I've had to fix nothing on the guitar. It's held up great. It still plays exactly like it did the day that I got it. Adjusted nothing on it. And like I said, I can't recommend it enough. Anyone who's ever asked me about this guitar, you know, it's nothing but a glowing review. I don't know anything negative to say about this guitar. No, like I said, I haven't experienced anything bad with it. You know, it's all good. You know, just a great guitar. So if you're looking at one of these, by all means, you know, check one out. Go play one if you can. If you know, if you're in an area that stuff's open back up, go try a CE. If you've never been a PRS person, give a CE a chance, because it's different. It feels totally different from the other ones. So other than that, guys, I'm going to bounce out of here. I'll play you some rhythm out, and just have a good rest of your day. So see you guys. Whoop!